Hi Scorpio, this is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. I apologize for not being able to get your first portion of November reading out. I've been super busy and I've had everything on my plate, so my apologies. But let's go ahead and get your reading going for the last portion of November and onward. Its energy is fluid. There's no specific date. It's just from here on, from when you watch this and onward, whenever you watch it. And if it doesn't resonate, if anything in this video, like where you're just not feeling it at all, don't make it yours. Don't apply it to you. Like if it truly does not resonate with you, don't apply it to you, because it might not just be, I might not be picking up on your energy. Anyways, show me an overall energy for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is an overall energy right now, Scorpio. I want to just get an overall energy that's most present for your sign at this time. Show me overall energies for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, November 2018. Show me for Scorpio, please. So we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, and we have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio. So the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is a very difficult energy to be around. This is a ball-busting bitch. This is somebody who is more concerned with wanting to fight. They are less inclined to listen. They want to be right. They go to great lengths to cause frustration in your life. They lie, they manipulate. There's somebody that will suggest that you do all the work and they do nothing. You know, they're a very hard energy to be around. If this is an ex-wife or an ex-partner, there may be a lot of fighting, a lot of frustration. With the Seven of Pentacles here, it's almost as if like there's, you know, the Seven of Pentacles talks about what we put into situations, what we willingly incorporate into our situations in hopes that they will yield good dividends. Here, it's almost we're looking at this situation like, oh my God, like everything's crumbling and everything is like dead here. Like it's almost like all that was put into this situation is like rotting. So let's get into your reading. Show me energy for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So the first card out, Scorpio, you have Judgment. Okay. You've got the Five of Pentacles. This is basically, this is using our best judgment in regard to making decisions for what we want to be part of or no longer be part of, okay? We've got the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks about financial loss. It talks about not having enough money. It talks about an overall sense of lack within our stability. It also talks about being shut out, somebody leaving somebody out, somebody, you know, pretty much pushing somebody out and away from them. And then we have the Page of Coins here. This could be in regard to a child, an earth sign child, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, but there could be a child involved. This also talks about moving into new directions. This is talking about small inheritances. It talks about getting involved in things that yield good dividends, but take a long time to get going. You know, this could also just be a younger person that is a earth sign. But at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords here. So, Scorpio, like, I would love a Scorpio reading where it's happy. You know, I'm not going to try and like sugarcoat shit, but like, it seems like all of the Scorpio readings tend to be really heavy, very, very difficult energy to deal with. And Yeah. You know, you also may be debating, somebody may be wanting a new beginning in a situation where they've been shut out, or you may just be getting involved on your own by yourself after somebody's been shut down out of this situation. I'm going to clarify this stuff here just because I want to know more. Show me judgment, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me judgment. Why is judgment here for Scorpio? So you have the Knight of Cups. Show me the Five of Coins. Six of Swords. Show me the Page of Coins. Four of Swords. Okay. With the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So what this is telling me is it's like, you know what? I think you're more so inclined, or whomever this is for, this could be a cross watcher, this could be for Scorpio. I mean, this video is for you, but there are a lot of cross watchers who watch for Scorpio, just FYI. In regard to the Knight of Cups for judgment, you know, this may be communicating, you know, your decision making, and it doesn't have to mean that you're wanting to give a cup of love. It can literally mean you're wanting to communicate your emotions clearly in regard to why you may be wanting to leave a situation. And I feel it's more so involved leaving a situation, involving leaving a situation versus staying in a situation. The Queen of Wands in reverse is not a happy camper. It looks like everything that we've put into this situation is pretty much crumbled. And also we've got the Five of Coins here, being left out in the cold, shut out, you know. But in regard to that, you have the Six of Swords. So this is essentially, yes, this has happened, being shut out, but moving away from it, you know, communicating why we're deciding to no longer be part of the situation. It could be somebody wanting to offer you a new beginning and you using your judgment and saying, hell no. That is absolutely another potential as well. You know, in regard to this Page of Coins, this could be, I mean, what I'm feeling here is it's you making the decision to move on a new path, you know, like a different course correction, just to heal yourself and move away from a situation. But it's like you need to take time to heal. You need to take time to take time for yourself. This is also a card of shutting people out. This is a card of blocking energy. It's a card of basically creating space so you can get what you need. When we shut people out in our lives or from our lives, sometimes that's the best thing to do, you know. Scorpios sometimes sting people. So when they get upset, hurt, when they feel like they've been exposed, sometimes Scorpios they'll lash out, they'll sting, and they'll shut people out of their lives. Sometimes it's for a day, a week, a month. Sometimes it's a decade. And then they come back, or they don't, you know. But usually with Scorpios, it's like there's sometimes difficulty in them like ever trusting you again, you know. But also sometimes Scorpios do enough shit to people where people don't trust the Scorpio again. It's kind of a dual-edged sword in that regard. So, you know, I feel that either way though, if you were to leave this situation and go towards something different, I feel that that's going to be more so emotionally nurturing for yourself. I feel that's going to be healing for yourself, and I feel that puts you on a trajectory towards something that you can build slowly, you know, and have a positive effect. Even if you're not certain about the direction you're going in, even if you're uncertain about the ins and outs and hows and whys of, you know, how to get there. You know, still making that progressive movement forward into something, you know, of your own volition after leaving a situation is really important. Now, this is also messages for the side watchers, the what are they called? Cross watchers. You know, I have to say that too, because I feel a lot of you are very hurt in situations in regard to Scorpios, and this is as much for you as it is for the Scorpio, you know. I may get flack for that, but so be it. You're watching too. Show me more for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, the month of November 2018. Show me more for Scorpio. So we have the Ace of Cups here in reverse. This is a necessity to heal. This is also not accepting somebody's overture of love. This is, you know, not really wanting to be part of something. The cards that popped out are interesting because we have two of the same cards from the past, and now we have the Seven of Swords that was at the bottom of the deck popping out. The two from the past are Judgment, the Page of Pentacles, and the other card that we have is the Justice card. So it could be dealing with a Libra as well. It doesn't have to mean a Libra though. This is literally righting wrongs, and sometimes even if somebody doesn't intentionally right the wrong, sometimes the universe will step in and say, okay, by you separating yourself from the situation and choosing to go into a different direction entirely, you leave a lot of this behind, which causes a domino effect in regard to positivity for things that are coming for you by using that better judgment, because that's taking your life into your own hands. You don't sit stagnant. You move forward in your own life in regard to what you want, and it's positive. That's so because you're coming from a place of heartbreak, frustration, hurt. This is also being emotionally let down, pretty much feeling annihilated in regard to your heart and emotions with somebody. The Seven of Swords is here. That was at the bottom of the deck for the previous spread. But this is lying, deception, cheating. This is emotional disregard. This is going above and beyond in regard to not caring about somebody. So I want to clarify things here. That's how they came out. What's at the bottom of the deck for this? So the Seven of Wands. So this is basically fighting, okay? This card is all about fighting. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Despair. The Moon under that, lies, deception. All right. Be nice to have a nice reading, Scorpio. One of these days. All right. I'm not trying to make fun of you. It's like a continuum, and it is what it is, right? Show me the Seven of Swords, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me the Seven of Swords. What is the nature of Seven of Swords here in this situation? What is the nature of the Seven of Swords here in this situation for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, November 2018? Okay, so you have the Hermit, you have the Knight of Swords here. That is basically choosing your words well, choosing your words wisely. I also feel that this is somebody that if they're coming towards you and they're trying to communicate something, you may need to be very cautious and conscious about how you absorb what they're telling you, how you trust what they're telling you. If what they're bringing to you feels like a load of bullshit, don't take it, you know? There's a necessity to let things go when that happens, okay? What's on the conversation block, I want to say what's on the chopping block, but what the conversation at hand in regard to what's on the chopping block is a brand new beginning, okay? And somebody's wanting to move forward in that direction, but you can't skirt over the fact that something major has been catastrophic in a relationship. You can't just gloss over that, okay? You have to bring the truth. You have to speak the truth. You have to be every ounce of truth in this situation. This card is about harsh communication. It's about truthful communication, honesty. It's about literally getting to the bottom of a matter. No matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how frustrating and painful it is to be honest, it's talking about getting to the bottom of a matter. Show me judgment for Scorpio, please. Show me judgment. So, Page of Wands. So direction time, course correction, directions, making a choice in regard to which way you want to go in a situation. You know, if somebody's like really telling you a lot of sweet things, they're sweet talking you, if they're saying basically like, hey, listen, I know that we fucked up in the past. If somebody's not willing to take responsibility for their actions in a situation, if they are making it a we instead of I, that's important to say here. If they're making it where they're including you, or however this works out, if they're including you in the demise when you know you full well did not have a hand in that, some of you may, some of you may not, but if that's the case, that's something to pay attention to. That's somebody who's not being honest in regard to what it is that they are communicating with you. It's like they don't take responsibility for what it is that they've done here, okay? Yeah, it's like they want to go in a new direction, but it's like you can't. A new direction, a potential, you know, chance for something new does not cover up the fact that there's been pain here. There's been deception and lies here. Show me justice here for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me. Okay, thank you. You have the Star. So in regard to justice, again, this can be Leo or Libra. It doesn't have to be, but justice here is like, you know, when we step away from things that have caused us harm, you know, we bring ourselves justice. We right that wrong for ourselves, because sometimes people are not willing to be honest in regard to what it is that they do against us, against themselves, against situations where it should be harmonious, and they bring shit. In regard to justice as well, this could also be somebody trying to apologize, bring the truth, you know. But with the Star being here for justice, it's like, you know, it's like a deep level of healing in regard to this situation. Like, you know, trusting a person again. How do you do that? Like, can you honestly trust this person again? That's what I'm feeling. Like, it's like, do I trust you? I don't trust you. I don't know if I can trust you. Like, you're not even bringing me like clarity here. Give me one more for judgment, please. Thank you. You get 2. So you have the Empress and you have the World. Okay. With the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So Scorpio or Crosswatcher, in regard to this situation, you need to make sure that the path that you choose to go on, whether it be with this person or on your own, needs to be one where you feel nurtured, you feel healthy, you feel in your power, you feel that you are on your tip-top game, you know? That's this energy. This is all about self-care, okay? Does this make you feel whole? Does this make you feel good? Does this make you feel sated? Does this make you feel happy? Are you comfortable in this situation, you know? If it doesn't, don't do it. You also, in regard to this too, you also may be having to question staying in this situation because there may be a child that could be on the way. You may be pregnant in regard to the situation. This represents children. This represents mama. Okay? That may also be a judgment energy because we do have the Page of Coins here as the final card in regard to this particular spread. So, could be a young person on the way. In regard to staying in this situation, though, we have the World as well as the Empress. Now, in regard to this, it's almost as if you choose to stay in this, you need to incorporate the lessons that you've learned from the past with this person, and, you know, they need to essentially, they need to be in your favor. They need to work for you. You need to recognize everything that you've learned thus far with this person, and you can't bring the past into the present. You can't bring the past into the future. That's toxic. Don't do it. You know, in regard to the situation, it's almost as if what I'm feeling is it's necessary for you to heal yourself, most definitely, but stand in your own power The world is also talking about finalities. It's talking about endings. It's talking about choosing to recognize the lessons and energies that we've learned from situations, utilize their meaning for our greatest good, and move on. Move on from that. Use your judgment. This is using your best judgment in regard to situations to find a path that actually suits you, to find a path that you feel comfortable on. Show me the Page of Coins for Scorpios. Okay. So you have the Emperor in reverse and the Lovers in the bottom of the deck. So in regard to the Page of Coins, the Emperor, this is father figure energy. This is very heavy masculine energy. This is Aries energy. It's in reverse. This is somebody who is pretty much maniacal. They do not care about what you feel. They don't care about how you... They don't really care about you. That's the sad thing about the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse is somebody that you will never win with. You will never be... much too. Like, they are the ones that make the decisions. They're the ones that roll the nickels. Like, this is what's up with the Emperor energy. And when a Scorpio is out of turn, you know, when a Scorpio is using negative energy, when any sign does, but more so with Scorpio just because they are incredibly intense. I'm Scorpio rising. I know it very, very deeply. I have dated Scorpios. They're interesting, to say the least. It can become a very dangerous combination. It can become a very volatile combination. And it's all secret. It's all under wraps. It's, you know, not all the time. Sometimes it's explosive, but it's almost like a negative energy that is more so apt to be manipulative, something that is more so apt to be slithery. You know, you're never going to suspect it. This person works in regard to themselves. They not like work like money and finances, sure, that too, but this person works on their own behalf, and this is somebody who works within toxicity. Now, I'm kind of concerned why it's in regard, like, to this. If this is a new beginning that this person is offering, this isn't something that you want. This is more so in alignment with the Seven of Swords energy. This is not a new beginning that you want to take, okay? You need to be very careful with that. This person may have had multiple people, you know. I mean, I hate to say that in regard to Scorpio readings because that seems to be a very long-standing theme. But, you know, this reading is for thousands of people, and no matter what sign that I'm talking about, like, third-party relationships seem to be a very prevalent aspect within relationship readings via tarot readings on YouTube. Just because we're picking up on energies that are more so prevalent and present, and third-party energies seem to be very, very, very much so. So yeah, show me the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Five of Coins here. So, you know, I don't think you're wanting to take the situation any further. I think you want to let it go in regard to this. This could be an Aries as well, you know. This doesn't just have to mean the Queen of, you know, Fire. This is basically Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries in reverse. Could be either way, but whomever this fire sign is, they are manipulative, they are destructive, they don't give a damn about what it is that you feel, think, care, see. They don't believe, they don't care about it, okay? It's all about them, and they manipulate things so it serves their purpose. That's a toxic energy to be in. You don't want to do that. If they're trying to sell you a song and, you know, sell you the moon, don't buy it. Don't believe it. Don't take it. This is something more so where you want to let it go. The Ace of Cups in reverse is talking about a definite need for healing, but it's also talking about not going forward with a love situation, not going forward with a romantic endeavor, leaving it out in the cold. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. So this is essentially letting a situation dissolve, okay? I feel like you'd be much happier. On the bottom of the deck for everything else, you have the Seven of Swords. So again, what I said earlier, fighting, a lot of fighting. It's not healthy to remain in pain for so long. It's not healthy, especially like as a Scorpio. if this is for you, I tend to feel like sometimes the Scorpio readings are way more for the cross watchers than they are the Scorpios themselves. But for the Scorpio, if you maintain this as Scorpios as a water sign, as an emotional energy and entity, you guys, we are, we internalize everything. We take it to the inner realms and we basically just like let it run amok. We can't do that, okay? If you're fighting, if you're staying in situations that perpetuate fighting, frustration, anguish, mental, abuse, physical abuse, alcoholism, anything like that, you need to be careful about how you incorporate yourself into those situations, more so in favor of extracting yourself from those types of situations. When you maintain those situations, you basically cause yourself emotional decline because you have to stay at a certain level vibrating there. You have to maintain it. You have to be fighting. Fighting takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of your energetic field. It takes a lot out of your mental state. It takes a lot of you out of your emotional state and being. Like, it's not a healthy place to be in, especially for a sign that internalizes things to the umpteenth degree. Be careful about that, Scorpio, okay? Yeah, be careful about that. Show me more for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love and relationship reading, November 2018. Show me more for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, Scorpio cross watchers. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse with the King of Cups in reverse. So the King of Cups, here he is. He's in reverse. This is the Scorpio King. Literally, this card is the Scorpio male. He's in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse is somebody who is, they are emotionally manipulative. They tend to abuse drugs and alcohol. They do not regard people's emotions. They tend to have a very, very, very difficult time connecting with their own emotions. They are somebody who is more apt to have emotional outbursts. Not a healthy sign, not a healthy card, not a healthy energy at all. In regard to this being here, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, this is somebody who is lying. They will manipulate. This is somebody who doesn't speak the truth of their own volition, okay? This is somebody who chooses to lie. This is somebody who chooses to twist words for their benefit. But the thing is, it's never for their benefit, because what does that truly bring? Nothing. The bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Cups. So this is talking about third-party energy. You have the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands showing up twice here, Scorpio. Okay, so if you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it could be that this was a wife energy. It could be that this was just somebody that you were dating, but whoever it is, there's now third-party energy involved in it, and it seems like the male aspect here is not willing to really communicate the entirety of the truth in this situation. So I'm going to pull some cards here as clarifiers. And here we have the Queen of Swords. I think the Queen of Swords popped out a little bit ago. This is basically utilizing your intuition to cut things out for yourself, for your highest regard. Show me the King of Cups in reverse, please. Okay, so the Five of Wands, the King of Wands, and the High Priestess. So Five of Wands, conflict, frustrating communication, harsh communication, manipulative communication, back and forth, hard. You have the King of Wands here. You have the King and Queen of Wands being present, not seeing eye to eye. One is in reverse, yeah, not a happy camper. But the King of Wands oftentimes talks about somebody who's more of a leader. In regard to this situation, I know they're upright. They didn't really get a chance to flip upside down. I usually let them do that if they want to, but they come out, these came out in a clump. Yeah, I feel that this guy is more so in reverse, honestly. I feel that this energy is one of conflict. This is somebody who is willing to engage in such sexual endeavors without care, without condoms, under the influence of alcohol and drugs. This is somebody who doesn't really give a shit, okay? And they'll do what they want, when they want, as they want, because it's what they want. Fuck you. That's basically it. They don't care about you. Scorpio, if this is you, learn the lesson. I'm sorry, I don't want to say that to you, Scorpio, because I feel you're fucking rad. I like Scorpios quite a bit, but like the readings, oh my God, like come on. It's drama, like for real. We have the High Priestess here. So this is, the first thing that zings to my brain is mistress, you know, mistress energy paired with the Three of Cups here. You know, mistress energy for sure. Somebody who's sexually inclined to go out with somebody else and keep it a secret. That's that type of energy. You need to be very conscious of this type of situation, Scorpio or Crosswatcher. You need to be very conscious of using your intuition in regard to this person. Can you trust them? Can you believe in what they say? Sorry, Knight of Wands. This is not the King. This is the Knight of Wands. The King of Wands is here at the bottom of the deck. So either way, you have that fire energy. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's like a player. The Knight of Wands in reverse is pretty much the ultimate player card. Show me the Three of Cups here for Scorpio, please. Show me the Three of Cups. Seven of Wands here, Scorpio. This is fighting. This is preparing for battle. This is communication about a situation in regard to this fighting, you know. At the bottom of that, we have the King of Cups, Scorpio. Show me the Queen of Wands here for Scorpio, please. Emperor popping out again in reverse. I put him upright and he popped out in reverse again. So this fire sign, whoever they are, it could be the Scorpio, it could be whomever you're dealing with, Scorpio. It doesn't have to mean that the Scorpio was a shithead in this situation. It could mean the person that the Scorpio was dealing with was being a total piece of shit. That could be a possibility. Anyways, it's important here to utilize your truth, your honesty in regard to the situation and cut it out as you can. Cut it out. Take the truth for what it is, even if it's harsh, cut it out. I'm going to stop it here. My name is Isel. I hope that this situation or this reading was helpful for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really wish it was a nicer reading. I'm going to leave it at that. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if this was helpful for you. If it wasn't, toss it out. You know, take care. I hope everything's well. Bye-bye, Scorpio. We'll see you soon.